What's good, people's Devontae back in the house. Word up. Let's talk about it, man. Today, right? Mass Appeal, Nas' label, released a new bigl album, right? It's called Return the King. If y'all into hip hop, y'all know about bigl, man. Like one of the best punchline rappers of all time, if not the best. Passed away long time ago, 1999. Had a short-lived career, unfortunately, but still remembered, especially if you into like the punchlines and shit and that boom bap type of stuff. You know, bigl definitely has some sort of legacy, you know, and I'm glad that Nas and Mass Appeal trying to uphold that legacy, right? Trying to introduce him to the new generation, you know, and you know, so which is cool. But here's my issue. Well, before I get into that, right? Back in high school, I was a huge bigl fan. And you can ask anybody that saw me that knew me from back in the day, like back in high school, knew how much I listened to bigl. Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous was on rotation every blood clot day. Like no joke, man. Like that when I started like writing my own rhymes, right? When I started like really like adapting my style, like trying to like make my style better when I was rapping, bigl was one of my main inspirations. Him, G Rap Kane, LL, you know what I'm saying? So like Cube as well. I can't forget Ice Cube. But bigl, man, I was listening to bigl every day. Like if I had time to go on YouTube or something, I would just like search for whatever I could find from bigl, whether freestyles, features that I never heard before. Man, like I was so into bigl's music, man, at that time, man. Like, so when I listened to this album, right, when I was on my way to work, listening to this album in the morning, it's verses I've heard before. That's a miss to me. And I'm not gonna blame that on Nas and Mass Appeal, but bigl, right, is not Tupac. What I mean by that is his work ethic, right? It's not like Tupac where he like in his short career that he wrote or recorded so many songs that people haven't even heard of. So when I hear this album, it's like, okay, wait, I already heard this before. It said it's this and that freestyle. Oh, wait, but. No, it's kind of lazy then. It is lazy, you know? And this, you know, it's that's what I mean. Like posthumous albums, man, especially when it comes to rappers, you know, it's a miss most of the time. Like you can go back to the Biggie posthumous albums, man. Like it's like when Born Again and stuff, like it's mostly verses what we've heard before on Ready to Die or Life After Death or feature verses or something, and then only one new song that we never heard before, right? And then duets, more like duets, because that shit was fucking doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And then the Tupac posthumous albums, right? The only one that I liked or tolerated was Are You Still Down? You know, Machiavelli was kind of like, he actually made that when he still was alive, but it dropped, of course, after his death. So I don't really count as posthumous, but you know, everything else, no. And I think a lot of people on this, like, they know that, okay, yeah, he's not here anymore, so he cannot have his touches on the process of making the album. So of course it's gonna feel like you're missing something. But that's when I look at when I look at certain posthumous albums that are well done, right? Recently with Mobb Deep's Infinite and Gangstar had a one as well. I think 4 or 5 years ago, right? Gangstar, right? One of the best yet. What's the name? they made sure that Guru and Prodigy's verses were sounding fresh. Like they're not sound dated, verse that you never heard before. And the production made sure that, it feels like they're still in the room. And that's why I gotta show props to Havoc and Alchemist when it comes to that Mobb Deep album. And of course Premier with that Gangstar album. Those are Posthumous albums that are well done, perfectly executed. But most of them are just like lazy, or like a cash grab. The best example I can think of is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is my fucking idol, bro. Michael Jackson is my number one artist of all time, my favorite artist of all time, right? When I listen to the Michael Jackson Posthumous albums, right, I did like Escape, but it's still like, is this something that Michael would have made? I don't think there's even a Prince Posthumous album. I don't think so. Like, I have to check, but when you listen to a Prince Posthumous album, it's like, this is not something that Prince will make. That's kind of my issue with these Posthumous albums, and especially when it comes to the Posthumous album rappers, it's always kind of lazy. It sounds lazy. Or just not good. Like that Tupac, Pac's Life fucking shit, man. I remember when that came out, man. And that stupid song with Ja Rule and Ashanti on it, right? Pac's Life, that Pac's Life. Y'all don't even know Tupac, first of all. Why the fuck you on Tupac talking about Pac's Life? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Tupac, I think he still has verses or songs in the vault that we never heard of. No? So with Tupac, of course you can make like many Posthumous albums, but the thing is execution. And Biggie and bigl, nah, man. Like especially bigl, like every song I was like, oh shit, I heard this verse before. When I was listening to the album this morning, the only thing that stood out to me was Nas's feature and Method Man's feature. That's about it. I saw the track listing and I thought Joe Budden was going to come out of retirement. I saw Joe Budden, was like, oh shit, here we go. Joe, jump off Joe's back. No, it's podcast Joe still. He's just talking. Like he was talking about Big L's legacy. Well, cool and all that, man. But I want to hear Joe Budden rap. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear Joe Budden rap. No, get the fuck out of retirement, man. Like the last time I was into podcast Joe was when Rory and Maul were still on the Joe Budden podcast. That's the last time. Like ever since then, I've been checking for it. Yeah, I see clips, but that's about it, man. I want to hear Joe rap, man. Then a Jay-Z, right? People thought, oh shit, we're gonna have a new Jay-Z verse, only for it to be the 7-minute freestyle we heard before, where Big L out-rapped Jay-Z. Yes, Jay-Z got out-rapped. Big L out-rapped Jay-Z twice. The freestyle and the Graveyard, which is on Big L's first album. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? When Jay-Z was still rapping like the Food Stinkins. But still love the Hov though. You know what I'm saying? Hov is a legend. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's also the problem I have with Biggie Born Again and duets. You know what I'm saying? It's just microwave food. It's fucking packaged food from the supermarket that I can get for like €2 or something, €3. Come on, man. Like, you can't serve me this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get you. You know what I'm saying? I get you trying to uphold legacies. You're trying to introduce them to the new generation. But at least make it, like, give me a Mobb Deep Infinite type thing then. But if, you know what? As a matter of fact, don't even do that. Just make a greatest hits album. Same with Biggie, make a greatest hits, because they don't have enough in the vault for people to be surprised and be like, oh shit, this sounds like Biggie's still here, or like Big L still here. No, come on. You know what I'm saying? Thank God they ain't doing it with Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think Nipsey has verses or songs that we never heard before. Or as much as like, Tupac. What are we doing, man? Like, I swear, Posthumous albums, like, if they're executed well, I don't complain at all. That Infinite is a perfect example. And even Michael Jackson Escape was cool, but it's like, it's not. Would Michael make Slave to the Rhythm like that? Or there's a reason why Michael left those songs in the vault. You know? But Return of the King, no. I'm sorry, man. Like for that whole Legends thing that Nas been doing right with Master Pill for this year, this is the first miss. So I hope that the De La Soul one, right, is at least decent again. It picks up the pace again, and then to top it off with Nas DJ Premier album. Even though I think DJ Premier's beats for some years have been mid. You know what I'm saying? All due respect to DJ Premier, especially when it went back in the 90s when he was in his prime, but I just cannot fuck with his beats after the 90s, man. But yeah. Nas, yeah. Drop the ball, man. Like, come on, man. Posthumous albums in hip hop, nah, not for me. Not for me, unless it's like an exception. But other than that, make greatest hits. Because if you serve me something like Return of the King, you know what I'm saying? Then I might as well eat syrup sandwiches. With that being said, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. PJ's POV, new episode, I'll go check it out. Link in the description. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back into football, of course, in the weekend, right? So stay on the lookout for my reaction to Arsenal and Ajax. Even though I'm not gonna watch the game, I'm still gonna react to like what I've heard, what I've seen, what I've been reading. So I'm gonna do that. And then of course next week, another beatdown is waiting from my Turkish brethren from Istanbul, Galatasaray. Yes, trust me, Galatasaray, Osimhen, you know what I'm saying? That guy gonna turn into Nigerian Zorro against Ajax. Yeah. But with that being said, out, bigl, rest in peace.